Sahih al-Bukhari 2121. Narrated Anas. A man at al-Baqi called, O Abul Qasim. The Prophet turned to him and the man said, to the Prophet, I did not intend to call you. The Prophet said, name yourselves by my name but not by my kunya name. Sahih al-Bukhari 2122. Narrated Abu Huraira ad-Dawsi. Once the Prophet went out during the day. Neither did he talk to me nor I to him till he reached the market of Bani Kainuka, and then he sat in the compound of Fatima's house and asked about the small boy, his grandson al-Hassan, but Fatima kept the boy in for a while. I thought she was either changing his clothes or giving the boy a bath. After a while the boy came out running, and the Prophet embraced and kissed him and then said, O Allah! Love him, and love whoever loves him. Sahih al-Bukhari 2123, 2124. Narrated Nafi. Ibn Umar told us that the people used to buy food from the caravans in the lifetime of the Prophet. The Prophet used to forbid them to sell it at the very place where they had purchased it, but they were to wait till they carried it to the market where foodstuff was sold. Ibn Umar said, the Prophet also forbade the reselling of foodstuff by somebody who had bought it unless he had received it with exact full measure. Sahih al-Bukhari 2125. Narrated Atta bin Yasar. I met Abdullah bin Amr bin al-Dashaz and asked him, tell me about the description of Allah's Messenger, which is mentioned in Torah, i.e. Old Testament. He replied, yes. By Allah, he is described in Torah with some of the qualities attributed to him in the Quran as follows, O Prophet! We have sent you as a witness for Allah's true religion, and a giver of glad tidings to the faithful believers, and a warner to the unbelievers, and guardian of the illiterates. You are my slave and my messenger, i.e. apostle. I have named you al-Mutawakkil, who depends upon Allah. You are neither discourteous, harsh, nor a noisemaker in the markets, and you do not do evil to those who do evil to you, but you deal with them with forgiveness and kindness. Allah will not let him, the Prophet, die till he makes straight the crooked people by making them say, none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, with which will be opened blind eyes and deaf ears and enveloped hearts. Sahih al-Bukhari 2126. Narrated Abdullah ibn Umar. Allah's Messenger said, he who buys foodstuff should not sell it till he is satisfied with the measure with which he has bought it. Sahih al-Bukhari 2127. Narrated Jabir. Abdullah bin Amr bin Haram died and was in debt to others. I asked the Prophet to intercede with his creditors for some reduction in the debts. The Prophet requested them to reduce the debts, but they refused. The Prophet said to me, go and put your dates in heaps, according to their different kinds. The ajwa on one side, the cluster of Ibn Zayd on another side, etc. Then call me. I did that and called the Prophet. He came and sat at the head or in the middle of the heaps and ordered me. Measure the dates for the people, creditors. I measured for them till I paid all the debts. My dates remained as if nothing had been taken from them. In other narrations, Jabir said, the Prophet said, he, i.e. Abdullah, continued measuring for them till he paid all the debts. The Prophet said to Abdullah, cut clusters for him, i.e. one of the creditors, and measure for him fully. Sahih al-Bukhari 2128. Narrated al-Mikdam bin Madayakrib. The Prophet said, measure your foodstuff and you will be blessed. Sahih al-Bukhari 2129. Narrated Abdullah bin Zayd. The Prophet said, the Prophet Abraham made Mecca a sanctuary, and asked for Allah's blessing in it. I made Medina a sanctuary as Abraham made Mecca a sanctuary, and I asked for Allah's blessing in its measures the mud and the saw as Abraham did for Mecca. Sahih al-Bukhari 2130. Narrated Anas bin Malik. Allah's Messenger said, O Allah, bestow your blessings on their measures, bless their mud and saw. The Prophet meant the people of Medina.